Greetings, salutations, what's scary by? It's your boy Ekard here with my partner in crime.
Hey guys, what's up? It's OTK.
Oh man, OTK, aka Kayla,
Mm-hmm.
so this is the first official video for you on on this particular channel.
Yeah,
Dealing with the
been a
K-pop
while.
we're dealing with the K-pop stuff since we made a brand new one. However, this isn't the first time, you've dealt with watching music videos from this particular artist, and that's Taeyeon.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah,
that's correct.
you're biased. Bless you,
Yeah.
bless you. So we're gonna be checking out Taeyeon's Heaven MV, which dropped about a week ago. Kind of funny to say that. Yeah, it came out on the 4th of July. So, any pre thoughts before I press this
Um,
play button?
so like, though I love Taeyeon a
Mhm,
lot. I love her a lot. I
mhm,
haven't really been checking for her music as
mhm,
of late over the last couple years
mhm,
because I personally just haven't been a fan of
mhm,
the stuff that she's been releasing. Um, to me, I don't know, I guess it's not the growth that I expected from
mhm,
her as an artist. I'm sure maybe she feels like there's growth, and that's
mhm,
fine. Maybe she's making the music that she wants to make now, and that's
mhm,
fine too. Just for me personally, it's not where I saw her as an artist going. For me, it
mhm,
feels like quite stagnant. But I kind of find that with a lot of K-pop and Korean singers from her like generation.
mhm,
Um, yeah. So I hope, like, I think the last thing I listened to, like, actively listened to from her
mhm,
was her second album, maybe a little bit of the third, but
mhm.
that's so long ago. That was so
Yeah,
long ago.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's to the point now where she'll come out with a new music video and a friend will tell me, "Oh, have you checked it out?" And I'll just go, "Oh, I'll check it out later," and I
Mhm,
just don't. Um, yeah, so I hope
yeah.
this is something different. I hope this beats the expectations that I currently have
Mhm,
for her music and her growth as an artist at this point.
mhm,
I'm kind of like I have my reservations, of course,
mhm.
but yeah. So
All
yeah,
right. Well, let's jump
take it
into
out.
it.
Remember when videos used to come out and I used to rush to watch them real quickly? This video came out a week ago, and I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's good."
All right. Let's go ahead. See. We'll throw in the captions and see what's upon us. I know we're supposed to be in heaven, but this is looking like hell. You haven't seen anything Red Velvet recently, right? Okay. Because there's Red Velvet's last music video, Cosmic, had similar. Well, this is way darker of a concept, but people were just like Red Velvet's song was like made for like a cult type of thing. So when I
Yeah.
saw some of the imagery, I was just like, I wonder if that's like continuing on to that concept, but like someone being sacrificed. Like I wonder what last is it, the Last Supper? I wonder if this is take inspiration from that. Ooh, I have so many questions. So many questions. Okay. Okay. That
Alright,
is the
you
MV for Heaven. For Heaven.
go first.
Okay, so oh, she also has oh, that was the other song she released. Okay, so music video wise, there's a lot of questions I have, like, because songs called Heaven, but obviously that's not the imagery we're being given. There's a lot of darker stuff going on. That's why I was like, are we in heaven or are we in hell? Like, what is exactly going on?
Well,
um
reading the lyrics, it's more like
yeah.
kind of you want to get rid of the dead weight and I'll be in heaven once that's done. I think that's kind of more so what it's portraying. So it's like you have to pay attention to the lyrics and the
Yeah.
imagery of the video at the same time to get what the context of the name of the song
Yeah.
means.
Yeah, in terms of the song itself, I mean, I like the song. I mean, the rhythm beats. I mean, this is kind of where a lot of K-pop tracks are moving towards. In terms of like I mean, you know, when certain songs in K-pop or certain sounds in K-pop become like the meta, or like as we like to say in card games, like it becomes like the meta game, and that's what most of the artists are doing around the world. K-pop tends to sort of like follow those same types of trends. So this is a sound that I'm hearing a lot more like worldwide. So every artist always tries to have their spin on it. But it is one of those things where it's a catchy tune. But when it's a song that's performed similarly to other artists, it's looking for the differences. What will take away from it is the vocals for it. Taeyeon's always had pretty vocals.
Mhm.
And you know, that's what I'm thinking about the song itself. Music video, that's what I was like, it's more so trying to figure out the more meanings behind the music video. I mentioned before Red Velvet's Cosmic, which I know you haven't seen or heard. That one that they did for their 10th anniversary had also a very darker like tone to it. And it's kind of funny because when we look at SM years ago, if we were to compare SM
Mhm.
years ago to now, they kind of really shied away from a lot of these darker concepts. It wasn't really what they were known for. Um, yeah, I can't really think. I mean, like the darkest concept from Girls' Generation, you know, even back in the days, was like Run Devil Run. But how
And
much? Yeah.
for me, when I think about like their videography,
Hmm.
it'd be like Run Devil Run and You Think,
Yeah.
which are like heavier, darker. But if I'm thinking like dark, for me, would
Yeah.
opposite to them would be where the trajectory of Red Velvet went into,
Yeah.
kind of visually.
Where it's Coat
Um,
Velvet, a lot of people would nickname,
mm,
because like their stuff, Peekaboo, if you've seen that from Red Velvet, um, that was truly a dark concept. Um, you know, yeah, Red Velvet really just truly went down. They said, "What's the rabbit hole, and where can we jump?"
mhm.
Espa, which is their newest girl group and whatnot, like they have been taking on a lot more darker concepts. Espa was dealing with a lot of the what's called hyperpop,
Mhm.
and they were trying to fuse a lot of AI with these, you know, more technical, logical, music street, well, musicality for what they were trying to do. I'm more of a fan of the darker concepts because I think it just fits them a lot more than hyperpop. But yeah, seeing Taeyeon do, I mean, well, this is the first one I've seen from her in years. I mean, I remember us in what YouTube Space, and I think we reacted to the I album, and we did like like
Mhm.
for, you know, when, yeah, it feels makes, now when I think about it, it makes us feel old because like we saw her solo debut.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes me feel old, but then it doesn't because like I'm also like I said, this isn't where I saw her music style
Hmm.
going, so it kind of feels like I don't know, like I'm stuck in time. But then
Hmm.
like I'm listening. Okay, wait.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
that
wait till
was
you
yeah,
finish.
yeah,
I'll
that
wait
was
till you finish. I'll wait till you
no,
finish.
no, no. That's pretty much it. Like, yeah, like,
Oops, sorry. My phone was
yeah.
like, you said Tan.
No,
Sorry,
it did it.
sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, it started playing. Yeah, like it. I mean, like in terms of what I've seen and listened to her, like this is much more darker, than her previous concepts. So I mean, artistry wise, yeah, like her getting into these darker concepts is not one that I thought or would have expected. All those years ago, especially because she's done a lot of these more pure, um, angelic type of concepts. I mean, even her last music video, I'm just looking at the thumbnail itself, was called what? Envu? I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't seen or heard the music for that one. But
Like if I'm
yeah.
thinking her dark concepts for me, it's I Got Love.
Hmm.
Like I said, her first two or three albums were kind of like mixing genre and
Hmm.
mixing flavor. And I think that's why a lot of people, if they like me, have jumped out because yeah. So she has done darker,
Hmm.
sexier concepts in her solo work.
Hmm.
For me, this isn't really surprising. I don't know. Go
Hmm.
ahead,
No, that was
finish.
it.
I'm
That was it.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I'm trying to like. Okay, so what am I trying to say? The song was fine. Like you said,
Hmm.
it's catchy. Um, I like the lyrics.
Hmm.
I like telling someone that I'm gonna be better off without you. It's
Hmm.
gonna be a whole different life, and I can't wait for that to happen. I like the concept of the video concocting a pretty much a poison and being a hunter
Hmm.
and pretty much just like being a axe hunter with the axe, cutting off these parts that are dead weight or setting up something to get rid of this partner that you have that isn't
Hmm.
doing much for you anymore. Which is what I think the table at the end is of
Hmm.
her sitting at the table waiting for him finally arriving, and her deciding, well, I'm out.
Ghost.
Peace.
Yeah.
So conceptually, I the piece, and like you said, Tan's voice is always going to be.
Yeah.
You can't deny these women's pipes. I may not like what she's done lately, but I
Hmm.
when I listen to her, it makes me feel good. It
Hmm.
like that's the kind of artist she is for me. Just hearing her voice makes me feel good.
Hmm.
Um, the song itself, I'm kind of struggling with here because even though I like all the parts, I don't think this is I think this is kind of a song that I would need to actively listen to fall in love with,
Hmm.
but I'm not willing to do that, which is the problem I'm having with her stuff in the last couple years. Where I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I don't need to listen to it again.
Hmm.
And like it's not giving me that I need to download it right away. I need to listen to it when we're done. I need to watch
Hmm.
this video again. I don't need to watch this video again. So we've been watching other videos too. So let's just take Kylie Minogue for example, right? I rewatched Kylie's videos over and over. Now, a couple of her newer ones, like off um, her latest album, I'm like 50-50 on. There are some songs I like, there are some songs I could do without. Then there was her previous album, which I absolutely love, the disco album, and then the remix album for that was just like fucking saved me. Part of the music quifecta music standard that I have in 2019, 2020 that help make me feel better with everything that was going on in the world.
Hmm.
Like I fucking love the disco album. So I'm also kind of when I listen to the production of this song, I'm also putting in context of that because it's like, oh, this sounds like something that would be maybe a B-side on Kylie's last two albums or something like that. So it's not necessarily a bad song, but is it the B-side that I would go back and listen to? Probably not. And I think that's also why I feel like Taeyeon's music and her growth is a bit stagnant, but I think that's a problem in K-pop anyway. There comes a point where they plateau and it's either I don't know, maybe the artist personally doesn't feel comfortable trying different mediums. Like, I would love Taeyeon to try rock and roll. I would love Taeyeon to try like Western folk music, or like do a disco track. I don't know. Just I feel it's all this, we're all circling the same thing here. Um, Whereas I love her as an artist, but her work, I guess, just isn't for me anymore, and that's fine. But that really sucks because I want to keep supporting her and I want to listen to her stuff, and I, want to be actively involved in her fandom again. But it's just like, and we're all around the same age, and I'm just like, well, I'm not the same person who I was 10 years ago. But it feels like, no, not even, because I think her first two and a half albums, first three albums were something different. They're so different from Girls' Generation. I was like, oh, cool.
Okay. Technical difficulties, but you're back.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That I feel, it feels weird because I feel like the last couple of years that stuff should have came out after Girls' Generation. I keep wanting to call them Girls Aloud. Girls' Generation, and then her first two albums should be coming out now. Like, I feel she regressed, if that makes sense. Like, I even feel like You Think and Lionheart are a bit more progressive than the stuff that she's been putting out, in my opinion, recently, which is so weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's a regression for me personally with her music. And look, if we're just talking about the music video, conceptually, it's really cool. She's always gonna have that shit on. She's always gonna look really great and cute, and beautiful and wonderful and sexy and just an all around amazing woman. But like, yeah, I don't know, if we're gonna rate it, just the music video itself, a 7.5. Um, if I'm gonna rate it, the song itself, 7. Altogether, the package, 7. Yeah, and I think it only got that high of a score because I'm trying to come to terms with, well, yeah, this is something that you would have heard possibly in Kylie Minogue's last two albums, so the song is fine. But you just personally don't think that this is where this artist should be right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, like I said, on my side with Taeyeon, it's just I froze. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
You're frozen, but I hear you perfectly. There we go.
Okay,
You're back.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, as I was just saying, yeah, like with me, I haven't heard much outside the first and the second album that we reviewed all those years ago. Like, yeah, pretty much around the same. I will have to see what her other stuff like sounds like to see exactly where like I would like personally rank this. Like, for going off the song and the music video concept and whatnot, it would pretty much be around the same score you gave. It's just also because it's one of those songs that a lot of artists are putting out in all types of genres. So that's why I'm like, all right, this is right along the lines. It's more so whose vocals you're swapping them out with, and Taeyeon's vocals is always going to be popping. So yeah. But all right, folks, we'll leave it off for there. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'll catch you guys for the next video. You already know.